Welcome back, 4FS Guardians. I am Crown Ponyo and we're back with another Destiny video. In the comments in the last video, it was pointed out that you wanted me to say the word mêlée in a certain way. So I'm going to pronounce it in as many different ways in this video as I can. Today we will be having a look at the Hunter Throwing Knife. This takes up the mêlée cooldown slot of the Gunslinger subclass. The throwing knife is different to most Hunter melees and is a ranged projectile attack. Without modifiers, it has a cooldown of 97 seconds, and with one solo mêlée cooldown mod, it recharges in 88 seconds, which is approximately a 9.28 decrease in cooldown time. With two mods equipped affecting the solo mêlée, the cooldown is reduced to 81 seconds, which is a 16.5 decrease in cooldown time. Personally, I run with one solo mêlée mod and one class ability mod to spread out the cooldowns of my abilities. There are two types of different throwing knives which you can get. The explosive knives in the way of the outlaw path, and knife juggler in the way of the sharpshooter. Way of the outlaw is the top tree of the gunslinger hunter. The main focus that we will be looking at is the explosive knife. Like explosive rounds in primary, elemental and power weapons, the damage is split into impact and explosion, which is a tad odd because the knife itself has no range drop off. When killing trash mobs with a headshot, the impact is enough to kill, so the explosion most of the time does not go off. On non-precision hits, on red bars, it splits about 29%, and on precision hits, the explosive damage is split 13.36%. Unlike most of the other explosive rounds, the explosive damage seems to be an addition of damage on top of the base damage compared to the precision knife. This throwing knife mêlée creates an AoE explosion that is nice for clearing multiple trash mobs and for that extra little bit of burst damage to finish off targets. Way of the sharpshooter is the bottom tree of the gunslinger hunter. The main focus will be on the precision knife. This knife resets when you get a precision kill. It is a single burst damage melee, which does single target damage. Just like the explosive knife, the optimal time to use it is when the enemy is low, so it resets your cooldown straight away. When aiming at enemies within the close to medium range bracket, about 5 to 20 meters, the best way I've found to land those throwing knife headshots is to line up the reticle slightly above the target's head and then throwing. Another popular way is to ADS with your gun before you throw. Like all abilities in Destiny, the best way to get better is to practice with it until you instinctively know the arc and the travel time of the knife, although it is fairly forgiving with the high magnetism the knife has. In the Crucible, the precision throwing knife rewards a steady hand. With precision knife doing 117 off the head and 90 off the body, it does an incredible burst damage, which everyone should be wary of. It can be that last-ditch panic throw that can make an enemy regret pushing in on you, or a satisfying thunk to the head that's been well calculated in advance. My favourite way to use the throwing knife is with the hand cannon. In Destiny 1 you could tap the head and land a knife for a really fun kill. This has somewhat been transferred over to Destiny 2, but with the reduced damage to hand cannons, the most reliable way to do this is with an aggressive frame hand cannon, which will do approximately 70 to the head. But this still will struggle against some Guardians running with max resilience. Against most Hunters and Warlocks though, this will be a reliable way to kill them. This has been Crown Ponyo from 4FS Gaming. Whether you pronounce it mêlée, melee, mêlée, melee, hitty hitty bang bang, etc., please leave a comment on how you use your hitty hitty bang bang on the Hunter. We welcome all to our clan 4FS Guardians. If you've learned anything and want to see more, check us out on Facebook and Twitch. And finally, if you enjoyed our content, please don't forget to like and subscribe.